Jack reached for the yogurt his dad hadn't finished, but to his surprise, his father quickly pulled it away and firmly warned him never to eat anything he had already touched. What Jack didn't know was that his father was only trying to protect him. Jack's father, John, worked as an ordinary window cleaner. Not long before, he had been diagnosed with a terminal illness and was told he had less than 3 months left to live. But Jack was only 3 years old. John couldn't bring himself to tell his little son the truth. Instead, he pretended that everything was normal. Every day, he continued taking care of Jack, washing his hair, reading bedtime stories, and teaching him new words. Every night, he waited until Jack had fallen asleep before secretly taking his medicine. Knowing his time was running out, John realized he had only one important mission left: to find a loving adoptive family for Jack. They visited a beautiful mansion where a wealthy couple welcomed them warmly. They seemed kind, cheerful, and financially secure. At first, John felt relieved. If Jack grew up in a home like this, he would surely have a good life. But then the man casually said, "Of course we can afford the best education for our son." Those words changed everything. John suddenly realized they already had children of their own. One day, Jack might be treated differently. It was a risk he simply couldn't take. Later, while walking across a pedestrian bridge, John gently asked Jack if he would like to live with a new family someday. Without thinking, Jack simply pointed at a woman nearby and said, "I like her." John quietly fell silent. He returned to the adoption agency and continued searching for the right family. One of the staff members suggested creating a time capsule so Jack could remember him when he grew up. John immediately shook his head. Why should he have to know he was adopted? We'll find him a family that becomes his only family. He shouldn't have to remember that his mother left him and then his father died. As he spoke, John struggled to hold back his tears. But the moment they arrived home, he acted as though nothing was wrong. He took Jack to the park, bought him ice cream, and tried to show him as much of the world as he possibly could. Yet every time he saw other fathers watching their children grow up, a painful feeling filled his heart. He still had no idea how he was supposed to tell Jack that he was dying. One day, Jack noticed a dead beetle lying beneath a tree and innocently asked why it wasn't moving anymore. John gently explained, "Everything that's alive eventually grows old and dies. Their soul leaves their body, and over time, the body slowly returns to nature." Even after hearing the explanation, Jack was still too young to